Is staying at a Disney resort worth the splurge? Let's find out. My name is Randy, and I am a travel concierge and owner of Bluebird Travel Company based here in Chile, Minnesota. But today, with the magic of editing, I'm going to whisk you away to sunny California, where we will do a room tour of a preferred view room at the Disneyland Hotel out in California. Plus, I will give you a brief tour of the hotel itself, and then I will give you my honest opinion about the pros and cons to staying on a Disneyland resort property. Now, we stayed at the Disneyland Hotel in a preferred view club level room. We took advantage of a very generous military discount to get this room. It was also one of the only rooms that was left because we booked last minute. This room during low season is going to run you about $800, and that's without tickets. That's just the room. While a standard room at the same hotel will be about $440. That's at the time of this video. So there are 3 guest towers to choose from. The main tower is the Fantasy Tower, and that is where you'll find the lobby and the gift shops. And then you have the Frontier Tower, which is straight across, and then you have Adventure Tower, which is where we stayed. For food and drink, you'll find Goofy's Kitchen, which has breakfast and dinner character meals, and then on weekends they have brunches as well. Casual dining at the Tangaroa Terrace Tropical Bar and Grill. And next to that, there is the iconic and much loved Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar. For coffee lovers, there's a coffee house. There's also a new lounge called the Broken Spell, which was not open when we were there. You can also head over to the Disneyland Hotel Villas, and there is the Palm Breeze Lounge. Of course, if you're staying club level, you have access to the club level lounge as well. So when we walked into the building, the first thing that hit me was the smell. If you're a Disney fan and you've been to Disney World or Disneyland, you know that everywhere you go, pretty much in Disney World, it smells great. And so that's what we experienced walking into the Disneyland Hotel. And then a cast member walked up to us and said, "Welcome home." Thank you. Our room wasn't ready because we were there early, but they did give us a key card so that we could access the club level lounge right away. So we are passing 2 shops. There is the sundry shop that has like your sunscreen and toiletries, stuff like that you maybe forgot at home. And then they have the merch store, which was a nice sized merch store with a lot of cool stuff. And the best part, one of the highlights of the trip actually was watching this animator draw in the store. And my partner actually ended up buying a piece from him and it's hanging in my office upstairs. I'll edit it in here so you can see it. But that was a really fun souvenir to take home. The entire hotel had a Halloween overlay, which was so fun. I absolutely loved it. My favorite part was the elevators, and you'll see them here in a minute. So we're walking out of the Fantasy Tower, and all I can see is just beautifully landscaped grounds. It's absolutely stunning. There are 2 pools. There's one in the Disneyland Hotel Villas, and then the main pool here in the middle of the courtyard. There is a splash pad, and there is a monorail-themed water slide. Here are the elevators I was talking about. I wish I'd taken more video of all the Disney details. And I'll just remember that for next time because there were so many cool things like these inlaid floors. I was obsessed. I was weirdly obsessed with these floors because they had little patterns of Adventureland images, like the Jungle Cruise boat. There were like some masks. I couldn't stop looking at them. They were so cool, and it's like a detail that they didn't have to put in, but they did. We got into the club level. We met the hosts, which were absolutely amazing. They are so knowledgeable. They knew just about anything you wanted to know about the parks, including like the history, they knew. One of the guys that worked there, and I wish I could remember his name, he was like a tall, older, elegant looking man. I think he was bald. I wish I could remember. He was like a walking encyclopedia, absolutely fascinating. And I loved talking to him because the last time I had been there was 50 years ago. I remembered like live mermaids in the lagoons, and he corroborated my story. He remembered them too. And there were pictures in the lounge to prove it. The host of the concierge in this lounge got us out of a major pickle, but I'll save that for another video. So included with our club access stay is access to the concierge level service, but then also you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner served. It's not a full meal per se, but it's like finger foods. But we felt like there was enough food there and enough variety that we could have eaten all of our meals there, and we did eat several. And then they also have specialty coffees, they have beer and wine. I even heard somebody order champagne. They have soft drinks, they have milk, tea, cookies, desserts. stocked pretty much all day long. So that was really nice to have access to. Finally, our room is ready, so let's go. My first impression is that this is a nice sized room with these great floor to ceiling windows and nice white linens. But let's dive a little bit deeper because not all is as it seems. The bathroom is large. It's kind of dark though. There's 2 sinks and a separate room for the toilet. It's easy to get ready with 2 or more people because of the room. It does feel dated and in sore need of a renovation. They do have the H2O products, which a lot of Disney fans love. And the shampoo and conditioner and bath gel are in those tamper-proof containers in the shower. Neat and rich. And here we've got your standard closet fixins. You've got a safe, an ironing board, an iron, extra pillows and blanket for the pull-out couch, and deluxe robes. I could not wait to throw those on. You have a little writing desk with a charging station, which is always nice. And what is that stuff on the light switch? Ew. I love to see Disney using glasses instead of plastic, but then right next to it, they're using plastic water bottles. On the Disney cruise ships, they have gotten rid of all single-use plastic, and everything will come in, like even the water bottles will come in aluminum. So I don't know why that doesn't translate to the hotels here as well. They should not be using plastic water bottles. I mean, this memo went out years ago, right? I did find out that in Disneyland, at the Disneyland Hotel, they will charge you $30 for a cheeseburger. $30 for a cheeseburger. And I'm assuming that doesn't include tax and tip. Imagine if you had a family of 5 and everybody wanted a cheeseburger. $150. $150 for cheeseburgers? I thought McDonald's was getting expensive. All right, here is one of the extras we paid for, the view. We have a really big sky view here, and you can see the mountains in the background, and there are sadly several wildfires happening right now. But so you do get to see a lot, and you get to see the mountains, and that is lovely. But the view of Disneyland is more like I'm looking at the back of a shopping mall. I really can't see the parks, and I guess I wasn't expecting to because the room category said preferred view, not theme park view, but I'm not sure if I think this is worth paying extra. I think it would be more fun to be looking over the pool area. All right, let's get into the room again here. So it is a bright light room. I love that it has art that shows a lot of Walt in his element. We don't have a lot of pictures of, well, we don't have any pictures of Walt in Disney World because Disney World was built after he passed away. So he never stepped foot in Disney World. That headboard is absolutely stunning. And when you push a button, it plays a little like lullaby. So the chair is like this smooth canvas that just made me think it's easy to clean like a hospital. That was a bit of an icky feeling. I'm not trying to rag on the room except for it really was dirty, and I'll get into that in a minute. There's the couch. It looks clean from here, but it just looked used and worn, like it needs to be replaced. And that's a pretty nice room. Again, there's Walt just waltzing through the castle. Now, the headboard here is absolutely gorgeous. It lights up. See the fireworks all lit up there? Twinkling, and it also plays music. There's a little switch here that you can hit, which lights up the lights of the castle and the fireworks, and then it plays like a little soothing little lullaby. It only plays for a couple minutes, if that, and it shuts off by itself. You have, I suppose I should be quiet. Hello, Walt. He's everywhere. It's really nice to see this. Now, there's only one nightstand, and anyone who knows me knows that this is a major pet peeve of mine. Oh, by the way, you can take the stationery home with you. The nightstands, yeah. So, I mean, people have phones, glasses, their cups of water, water bottles, their CPAP machine, whatever. Everyone needs a nightstand on the side of their bed. So to not have one is like, okay, here's what I'm talking about. Look at the wear on this door. This is where the refrigerator is. And, you know, if things wear and tear after a while, they have literally thousands and thousands of people coming through here and staying in here. But if you take a closer look, there's like drops of, I don't know what that is, milk. And then like this has literally not been cleaned in months. it's more than months. It's just dirty. I won't even mention what was on the bathrobes. If I have clients that are paying top dollar for a club level room, it better not have blood stains on the wall, loose fixtures, and just dirt. When you're fast asleep, I don't know if that's reversed on the video, but this is when you're fast asleep. And the other one says, oh, here, look. Okay, so the cons, we paid for the preferred view, and I don't think it was worth it. You're not getting that much of a view. It's not like it's Glacier National Park, or you're in like at the Contemporary where you look right into the Magic Kingdom. This was not like that. You could see the Ferris wheel and a part of a roller coaster, and that was about it. This is Downtown Disney. We paid for a club level room, and that is not what we got. It was dirty and like grossly dirty. That was a con. But it just needed an update. It was nice being close to Downtown Disney, but walking through Downtown Disney and back again every time we wanted to go to and from the parks, it got tedious, especially if it was crowded. Here are the pros. Number one, you're in the Disney bubble. You get to experience the magic of Disney. I don't know how else to put it. From the cast members to the detail and the theming and the decorations, the little magical moments. And we had a big magical moment, but I'm gonna talk about that in another video. And number two, early entry. There is a predictable bulge of people that move through the parks in a particular way. And it's fairly predictable, not always. But when you get a 30-minute jump on that crowd, you get to stay ahead of that bulge of people coming through the parks, and you reduce your wait times in the lines significantly. So staying on resort property means you get that 30 minutes of park to yourself before the rest of the world shows up. Number three, club level means that you have access to the club lounge, and we loved it because you really could technically eat all 3 meals and a happy hour every single day. Number four, concierge service, a huge pro. They had my back. I made a major mistake with the reservation, and they not only fixed it, they went beyond. If you are at club level, they can help you get your dining reservations. They can set up special things for you. So it's a nice service that you pay for. Number five, the theming was so wonderful. It was definitely Disney, but not over the top. Like, if you're not a huge Disney fan and you would have walked into the hotel, you wouldn't have been like, oh, Disney. It was elegant, it was tasteful, but it was full of history and just the coolest artwork. I absolutely loved the theming. It was fantastic. Number six, we were right next to the security entrance. It was literally, you could see it right outside the window. You could just walk out the door, go right through security, you were in the Disneyland Resort. And number seven, it was really close to Downtown Disney. And I know one of my cons was having to walk all the way through Downtown Disney to and from the parks, but having it right there was really nice. If you wanted to go grab a bite to eat, go shopping, go people watching, get ice cream, it was literally a matter of minutes and we were in Downtown Disney. If you sat all the way through this video, thank you. I really appreciate it. And if this was helpful to you, I'll be having more videos coming up. The next one will be a room tour on the Disney Magic Navigator balcony room and some more Disney Cruise Line information that will be coming up. So stay tuned, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. And you're welcome.